Hey, Troglodytes, welcome back to another episode of Trogly's Guitars, the web series where we video tour the guitars we sell. Today we have a very nice Gibson Firebrand SG Deluxe. These are some of my favorite guitars, the SGs and the Pauls over there. They're such a great bang for your buck. They're just perfect vintage instruments from the 70s, early 80s that have all the electronics of the customs and the other higher end guitars, but yet they're at a more affordable price range. Instead of 25 to 3,000 for a custom, you can get one of these guys for about $1,000, which is a phenomenal value. Finding these guys all original is starting to become very difficult because people take these, they rip the pickups out of them. The pickups themselves are worth anywhere from $300 to $400. These are original T-top pickups. And this is the Firebrand Deluxe, which means it was all mahogany, because most of these were made out of walnut, actually, which is a fantastic tone wood. In my opinion, I love the walnut versions, but the mahogany versions are more sought after and go for a little bit of a premium, usually a couple hundred. So let's take a look at this beautiful guitar. This one is a true Firebrand. Towards the end of the series, instead of having an actual Firebranded logo, they had the gold silk screen, but this is a true Firebrand. And you can see the wood has some very interesting character marks to it. It's like black splotches, which might look ugly like in photos, but in person it really gives it a very nice character to it. So then the wood naturally just had some dings in it, so I think this is kind of a discount mahogany, but it is still very cool. Now the two screws here have been replaced. They were two slot headeds, but that one wouldn't go back in, so I put a different one in there. And these do have ebony fretboards, which is something Gibson can no longer use today. The frets show very minor wear. It plays great up and down the neck. It's got medium action. You could set it lower if you prefer. Once again, original T-top pickups. And this thing's in great shape. For the most part, it's original where it matters. In the pickups and electronics, there is one replaced cap in there, but that's no big deal. You've got some nicks, dings, scratches, synonymous with being quite an old guitar here. Going on 40 years, believe it or not. That's crazy. 40 years old. Well, I guess this one was 80. So I guess this one's like 30, 35, almost 40 though. But you can see it's got those dings all over. That came from the factory that way. It's kind of just in the wood. There is some finish wear along this arm. Very common. This was a player's guitar. The other non-original thing on this guitar is the tuners. It was swapped out for some locking tuners. This was a player's guitar. And then on the bass side of the neck here, there is a little chip in the headstock there, as well as a slight ding right there, as you can see, as well as one right there. So it was a player's guitar, but it's still in fantastic shape. Now, the SGs might not seem like a good value, and here's the argument for why they are. If you want an SG with a fatter neck, get one of these guys. They're not super fat. I would definitely call it a nice medium profile, but they're nice and rounded like a 50s styled neck. Whereas most SG standards, you get, your super slim neck. And then the other thing that's got going for these guys is their ebony fretboards. Very nice tones you can get out of an ebony fretboard that you don't get from, say, a modern day standard. And this is a cheaper alternative to a 70s SG. Another thing this guy's got going for it, as you noticed, there's no input jack on the front. It's on the side, so you don't have to worry about the cracking of your SG. So those are 3 good arguments for why these are better and a better value than a typical SG standard. Another thing is these guys hold their value very well. They were kind of a budget line model, but they have a cult following, and I'm part of that cult. As you can see here, this thing has been played. It does have, you know, the buckle worming, as they call it, all over the back, but it's nothing that detracts from the beauty. I mean, it looks very clean from this angle and that until you kind of get the light in it. Electronics in here, once again, all original, except for, it looks like a replaced cap. It's kind of an orange drop in there. And it looks like you got a little bit of a finish wear there. So, beautiful guitar, 3-piece mahogany neck, mahogany body. It is a beautiful guitar, original T-tops, and it comes with its original case over here. For whatever reason, towards the end of the chainsaw case run, and for SG guitars specifically, they kind of cheapened the case a little bit. The SG ones didn't receive quite as much padding as the other ones, which I thought was kind of weird. They don't get the case cover either. I don't know what they were thinking, but it is the original styled case here. Era correct for an SG such as this. As you can see, it does fit perfectly in here. It doesn't move around even when I try to. But as you can see, there was a Les Paul in here at one time as well. So it does fit both, but this is the proper case for an SG. So, thank you for tuning in to this special edition of Trogly's Guitars. Don't forget to subscribe to see more guitars for sale. And look here and here for other videos that you might enjoy to see. And if you're interested in this guitar, feel free to contact me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Troglys, Trogoys. And check out the reverb listing. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe here. We'll catch you next time. Bye.